Today for the Bitcoin price. Guys, you read the title right. Do not sell any Bitcoin right now. And even though this is not financial advice, when I'm done with you here, when I'm done with showing you what I am about to show you, you will not sell any Bitcoin, and you will understand that we are going to millions of US dollars per Bitcoin much faster than everyone, and even me yesterday, thought. I will be talking about that. I want to show you that in the charts here. And also guys, as I promised, I will show you what is in this suitcase here, because I promised you that if we are getting 10,000 likes, I will show you what's in that suitcase, and I am going to do that today. So wait here until the very end of the video, and I can tell you what is in that suitcase proves furthermore that Bitcoin is going to millions of dollars. Wait for that, guys. Stick here with me until the very end. And before I'm going into the charts, before I'm going into what I'm about, just wait here for that. I wanted to remind you on what I said pretty much exactly 1 year ago in March 2020 when Bitcoin was at 5,000-6,000 US dollars. Listen very closely what I was telling you, especially if you are thinking, who is this guy? Who is this shouting crazy guy? Why should I even listen to him? Watch at this video I recorded pretty much exactly 1 year ago when Bitcoin was among the lows here of that dump we were experiencing. Listen to this. This endless, unlimited money printing they have just announced, they just made the biggest scam in the history of monetary policy. Just a second, guys, as a reminder, here in March, the Federal Reserve announced that the reserve requirements of retail banks are going to zero. So I published this 2-minute, 30-second video, and I was much smaller back in the day, so I didn't get so many views, but I told you, unlimited money printing, what now for Bitcoin? And this is what I was concluding here at the price of 5,000-6,000 US dollars. Official with that statement. This might even lead to an inflation here in the immediate short term. Guys, you know what? You can watch this video actually. I will leave you the link down below. I want to go here straight into that content, but I was giving you that warning at $6,000 when no one even wanted to touch Bitcoin. I was already telling you that this announcement is the beginning of the end of the US dollars. And it is just the beginning for Bitcoin. And let me tell you exactly what I want to talk about right now. So first of all, I was mentioning in a previous video the Bitcoin supply, which was last active in the last 3 years, right? So you saw here already these people were selling off before the bull market, and now they are still accumulating. 3 years ago, it was the beginning of 2018, which was somewhere here, like people who basically started buying towards the bear market throughout this whole bear market. So I would consider that actually pretty much smart money, but these people are not selling yet. They started selling in the beginning of the parabolic bull run, the last final stage. They didn't start selling yet, but that's not even it, guys. I want to show you a little bit more here. And before I'm going into the other charts, and stick here with me, they are easy to understand. I wanted to talk about the connection here of the monetary policy. And what I was talking about here, I was already predicting what was going to happen more than a year ago when Bitcoin was at 5,000, 6,000 US dollars. And as you can see in that exact moment, it is actually literally the exact moment, March 2020. Afterwards, the money supply went through the roof, exactly as I was actually predicting a year ago. But it's not only the money supply going through the roof, which supports the Bitcoin price. And this is interesting. This is the velocity. It's the speed in which the US dollar, which are printed and pumped into the economy, are actually circulating within an economy. And you remember that the prosperity of a nation is not determined by the amount of money or currency in circulation. It's also not determined by the speed of the people actually exchanging it. It is determined by the goods and services being exchanged and provided and produced in that specific economy. And right now, going here into that charts, and please listen to me until the very end. And when I'm done with you, you will not sell any Bitcoin. I'm telling you that, guys. So when the money supply is increasing like crazy, and in the same moment, look at the yellow highlighted thing here, the price, the velocity is going down. That means, of course, that the speed per unit of currency has to go down if we are printing more, even in ceteris paribus conditions, because there's more money to spend. And if it remains the same, the speed goes down. But furthermore, we are having these lockdowns and people stopped spending, right? Well, with these vaccinations and everything, and I will leave my own personal opinion out here, I predict that soon, in a few months at least, the lockdowns will be less. People will start spending more. And and the velocity will keep growing while we will have continuously money printing. So what does that mean? That means that the effects we already had before, we already had positive effects on the prices of stocks, Bitcoin, silver, and so on before. These effects will be exponentially higher even in the immediate future once these lockdowns are being taken away. Because inflation, real, stronger inflation, we already have 20-30% on assets per year. On Bitcoin, it's just like 1,000%. The real inflation actually hits when the velocity, the speed in which the currency in circulation is being spent increases as well. And this is about to happen very soon. This is why I personally think it will be even crazier. What I said back in the days a year ago was also, for the real effects to come into fruition, we need 12 to 18 months to pass, because that's actually the time we need for inflation to actually hit the markets. Well, it was front running it already, because expected inflation is actually current inflation, but I do think, and this is not financial advice, this is not over yet. So this is a crazy, explosive cocktail of what is going to happen very soon. So remember, I was talking about the addresses last move in the last 3 years. Well, let's go further. You can see here these sell-offs. The addresses holding the supply last active 5 to 7 years. So all Bitcoin being measured in that orange line here were not moved in the last 5 to 7 years. Well, they started selling off right here in the bull market of 2017. Let's go one category higher, 7 to 10 years. They started selling off, not very smart, right here. But let's go one category higher. And it will be the same for the supply not moved in the last 10 years. So since 2011, that's the Da Vinci times. It keeps on growing still. And I do predict that this will either flatten out or go down slightly, because that's the real people, right? They will probably never sell once we are coming closer to the all-time high. And looking at this, do you think this looks, we are already at the end? Especially considering what I was showing you here in the beginning, especially considering what I was showing you here with the monetary money printing, considering that 25% of the US dollar circulating supply was basically printed since I made the last video here in March 2020. By the way, guys, if you are new to this channel, go down and subscribe to this channel right now. I am talking about these fundamental events. I am talking about news. And I'm also talking about the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term, so we can outperform the market in the immediate short term. As you know, before I'm going into the next thing, and before I'm actually opening this specific suitcase and show you what it has to do with this specific video, I wanted to remind you guys, I am having my trades open because I know I'm betting here against the US dollar. This trade here, 2.5 million US dollars in a profit. Everyone who is subscribed to the channel got the call. I announced it in the moment I was opening this trade. $2.5 million in a profit. The other trade here on Bybit, over on Bybit, 615,000 US dollars in profit. You know, in the pinned comment, I have 700 US dollars for free. If you are new to the MMCrypto family, also if you are not new, in the pinned comment, 700 US dollars for your free trading, completely for free if you are an experienced trader. Of course, buying and holding is the way to go. But if you want to, if you are an experienced trader and you want to trade a little bit on the sidelines, 700 US dollars for free down below. So keep all of that in mind. And then keep in mind the question, why is Bitcoin an asset where like even your grandma and your neighbor is being profitable for many, many months? Here, whenever we are reaching this level, 100% of the Bitcoin addresses are actually in a profit. And this state remains for an extended period of time in every single bull market. Well, we just entered it a few months ago. I personally expect this bull market might go on, and I might be wrong, guys, make your own research, for 1 to 4, 1 to 6 more months. Like at least, you know what, at least 2 or 3 months more, we will probably going to see here. But you cannot predict the end of the bull market. The matter of fact is, we just entered it, and I think it is going to go on for much, much longer. The money printing just started. The 12th month has just passed after the craziest money printing just started. So now, in my opinion, the most parabolic cycle is just on the verge of starting. And now, I wanted to show you, this is what you've been waiting for, and please smash up the like button if you like this kind of content. I wanted to open this specific bag here. I wanted to tell you what this has to do, and please hear me out, what this has to do with this specific video. Let me open it. What you find in this bag, why I'm having this bag, people were asking me since ages. It is €500,000. Let me quickly turn that around. It is €500,000 shredded. These €500,000 are worthless. They are shredded basically. But I can tell you something. If they wouldn't be shredded, and you have to keep that in mind, if these €500,000, $600,000 in my hand here, wouldn't be shredded, they would be still worthless in a few years. And I can promise you that, because what you are doing here by buying Bitcoin is you are betting against the US dollar. You are actually betting against the longevity of the happenings and the cruel things the Federal Reserve are basically doing. It's a legal crime in my opinion. You are betting against all of that. It is almost a certainty. You are betting against for a trend which is going on for 100 years. The US dollar purchasing power already lost 99% of its purchasing power. This is why I'm all in Bitcoin. This is why I'm not selling any Bitcoin, not even now at 60,000 US dollars. Let me know what you think about that down below. Make noise for the algorithm and share this video with your friends. This is one of the most important videos I have ever done, and I want the people to see that. So if we can work as a community here together and you just make the most noise for the algorithm as you have ever done, smash the likes, like the video, comment the video, and share the video. This is important. Next to the like button, share the video with your friends, and we can together make the next Bitcoin candle be a very green and big one, just like the Burj Khalifa. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye. Woo!